wrists warmed up, and for those of us that are beginner swordsmen, then we want to make sure that we're ambidextrous, or at least versed in both sides. So we try to do our cuts on one side, and we do the same cuts on the other side. So we're going to start with the right side. We're going to warm up. This is usually the basic saber warm up, right? Cutting across the body, making X's. Whichever sword you have, whichever hand the sword is in, that's which foot should be forward. And this cuts down on you busting your own shins or popping your own elbow. A lot of times this is awkward, right? And you don't want to cut toward the leg like that. So instead, we put that foot forward, make sure we're twisting our body with each cut. It doesn't have to be a lot, you don't have to exaggerate, just enough to where you miss yourself, your elbow, right? Once you've got those, we're going to start up cut. So you'll come from the hip upward, cutting upward, right? Yes, cut up. Forward, come forward. Almost, even more, forward. Yep. Now come from the hip and cut across your body. So cut this way. Yes, and then come down to the shoulder, and then cut across that way. Yeah, that's how those go. So up, up, and you still draw an X. So X from the bottom, X from the bottom. Yeah, give it a try. Yes, okay. So now the upcuts don't happen until later in the set, but they're important to get coordination and understanding, right? So go ahead and get them now. Do your cuts 20 on this side, 20 like this, and then go ahead and try on the other side. They might not be as good, but that's all right. 20 on this side. Slow it down. Make sure they're correct as the other side was. In addition, practice your chambering or prayer position. So there's always something to practice while you're doing your drills. "30 seconds, and we're about to start running the set. So keep your wrist warm, keep warming up. Do each motion to the best of your ability. That's how you get better. Always perform to the best of your ability, and then you can build on that. If you do less than what you know or less than your best, then we're trying to build to something that already exists, and that's pointless, right? So if you already know what 2 plus 2 is, I'm not going to come in here and teach you 2 plus 2 every day. We're going to get to 2 times 2, right? 2 times 6, 2 times 4, and things like that, times tables, and all that extra stuff. You don't learn algebra before you learn times tables. You learn times tables, and then you learn algebra. You don't walk and then crawl. You crawl, and then you stumble, and then you walk. So, go backwards. All right, let's give it a try. Start from the beginning. Let's hit the stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
And 1. Easy part. 2. Grab. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. 5, 6, 1, 2. Go back for 7, and strike. Good, big bow, both feet flat. Cut, push off. That's the part we worked on last week. And now we're going to do our double front jump kick, step, and kick. Yep, that's right. And the same thing, after we've done that one, we're going to turn by swinging the leg back and turn. Pivot. Step, double front again. Skip, 1, 2, cut around, and press. Block to the left, and you're going to jump back the way you came, 2 steps. Same thing, monkey hop, block, 1, 2. From here, you're going to step forward and cut with the right foot forward. Cut up, 7, bring it down, and back the way you came. Roll, lift the left knee with a tilt for momentum, safe, strike. Reset. Now we are about 10 motions away from the second half of the set, which is what we're doing in the advanced class. Okay, so let's try it again. If you were looking for something to pick up, if you do more than this, look for something to pick up on. So let's do this part again. What we're we're gonna go from just the new stuff so we can get these new motions, so let's go from here. Turn the toe, and you're gonna sink and cut. Yes, shift and block. And then we're gonna monkey hop, 1, 2. Pulling the saber to our hip, and then we're gonna push forward and strike. Cut and push off. Right knee's up, and we're resting the saber on our shoulder. You wanna make sure it's away from your body, so not too close on the ear. Pull it out and away. Keep the pointed part away. Double front. Turn. Double front. 1, 2, 3. Lock and jump around. 1, 2, 3. Cut up. Back down. Roll. And lift. Step and strike. Yes, feet together.
Yes, sir.
Give it a try, see what you got. I'll help you.
From the beginning or from here?
From here. Mm-hmm. Shift up. And block. And monkey hop. Yep. Hold it and strike. Good. Cut and push off. And double front. Yes. And then so the turnaround is if you bring your knee back to here, so go down and then pull it back. Down and then double front. Yeah, skip 1, 2, and 3. Mm-hmm. And then 4, 5, 6. Jump back. That's right. Uh-huh. And then step forward to right, cut across the legs. Good. Okay, reset. So let's see. This one. So when we do this jump around, I'm going to do it this way really quick so you see what I'm talking about. When we do this one, pressing, there is a cutting. The sword cuts and does this as we're spinning. So it looks like a lot of extra motion. So let's break it down really quickly and then go over it. So quickly, I'm going to face the back. You have your saber in your right hand. I want you to cut out horizontally, bring the saber back up around behind your head, add in the left hand, and back to center. So come out and all the way back to center. Out, all the way back to center. Notice the left hand is always coming and meeting the back of the blade, right? It's not going like this, right? Because we don't want to cut ourselves. We want to make sure we push out, bring the hand in, catch, out, in, out, in. Okay? Now that we've done that, of course we know without the saber, the jump happens like this, 1, 2, just like our monkey hops. So now let's add the timing, or get a preview of the timing. So we have our right knee up, and we're going to skip twice, 1, 2. When we get to that third time, which would have been a gallop, we're going to cut. So we'll plant that foot, and we're going to jump off of that, cutting out, and jumping 1, 2. But, as we did 1, 2, the sword flipped over. So flip the sword over. You're right, flip it over the other way. Yes. And we're going to bring it back behind our head and press down. Boom. Okay, let's do that again, breaking that down. Grab the right foot forward. Right knee's up, so we're going to skip 1, 2, and we're going to cut across the body. Stepping 1, flipping the sword over. Once we get to 2, sword is coming overhead, and we're pressing. Wow. Alright, let's add it in and give it a try. So we'll go from here. Turn. And cut. Shift up and press. And monkey hop. Pull back. Strike. Cut. Push off. Double front. 1, 2, and cut out. Press. Come back. 1, 2, cut. Left foot forward. Yes. So go from here with the palm like this, palms out. Cut, let it straight all the way over to tuck. Try it again. Boom, cut, all the way back behind. So if you think about it cutting in the front, but if you look in the mirror, the tip of the saber comes around to the other side. So it's kind of like a stab behind you too. Around you.